Hey Joe, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in, man. You're the first one. Hey Antonio, glad you could stop by, buddy. Hey Trajan, thanks, buddy. Everybody needs to check out Mr. Do It Big. He is one heck of an artist. One of these days, I'll be able to afford to commission him to do some pictures for me. Antonio, I just last couple days last week I was sick, and then today I actually was working on the pulling tractor, and I think we got it figured out and got it running right. We'll find out next weekend. Hey, Kathy. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, Antonio. It turns out I run a crank trigger ignition on that, and it's got a magnetic ring that goes out on the end of the PTO with a couple pickups out there. What it ended up being was is I don't know if I didn't get it adjusted from when I was still running gas, or if it might have slipped a little bit or something. But it was about 3 or 4 degrees off, and me and Mark adjusted it today, and that thing, I mean, couple revolutions and it fires right up, idles, runs great. Yeah, the set screws were still tight on it though, so I mean, I don't know if it. I don't know if it would it could actually slip or not, but in any event, it's running now. We're gonna find out what she'll do. There's still a couple pulls left yet this year. Kathy, did Craig leave the house because you're making lavender soap, or he just left the house? Yes, please. Everybody hit the thumbs up for me. I deeply appreciate it. Oh, because of the lavender. Okay. Hey, Toolbox. Thanks for stopping in, bud. Good seeing y'all. Thank you, Trey. Yeah, being sick a couple days this past week, it feels like I have not gotten anything done at all around here. Yeah, Kathy, you need to check out Mr. Do It Big. He's a guy I work with. He is a tremendous artist. Um, he does some phenomenal stuff. Like I said, maybe one of these days I'll be able to afford some of his artwork. Why he's working with me where we work, I don't know, but you know, I know it's mind numbing work, right, Trey? You just kind of come in and go through the motions. You don't have to think about anything, right? I totally get that, man. Yeah, Kathy, if you got Instagram, check him out on Instagram. He posts some of his artwork on there, and like I said, very, very, very talented young man. So, yeah. Oh, don't be sorry, Kathy. Only reason I got it is to kind of help promote my channel a little bit. Of course, I guess just like on YouTube, you got to post stuff on there to get recognized. So, which I've been severely lacking in doing. I'm working on two different videos right now. Uh, one of an engine build, and then the other of the poles, our last set of poles that we went to. But like I said, I was sick a couple days this week and just haven't had time to get everything going. I just need to hire a small crew to come in and take care of all this crap for me. That way I can make videos and edit them and stuff like that, and you know, hire a housekeeper and a landscaper, and of course do all that. Then I'd have to get a second job. Then I wouldn't have time to make videos and do all that. Kathy, you and Craig heard from Stacy lately? Is he still out on the road, or is he home? Hey, Brandon. That's cool. His truck's still running all right and everything. Hopefully. I'm going to post a link in the small engine hangout box if anybody wants to come on the panel with me and yak. That way I'm not doing it all myself. Or trying not to do it all myself. Sometimes that can be not very entertaining. Yeah, Brandon, I just posted a link there for StreamYard in the Hangouts box. If you want to jump in here too, that's fine with me, brother. I got 5 people watching. Yes, Miss Kathy, you get back to doing that soap. Of course, I don't think lavender tastes very well, so you know, I'm not gonna say it looks delicious tonight. I'm serious. If she'd scoop that stuff up and make it look like ice cream, you could probably fool some people. Hey, Captain. Captain, I watched that skull you poured, man. That thing is going to be awesome whenever you get it all polished out. Hey, there's Brandon.
Hi, guys.
Jimmy C. What's up? So, I see that patch panel you put there for the pump on your cub. That is a cub, right?
Yeah, I took it off again. Me and my uncle went and put the pump back on, and the pump, it leaks just a tiny little bit, but it works great. It just drips a tiny little bit, so I got to reorder a kit. But I think it'll be okay as long as I keep the oil checked to use it for light use.
Yeah, should be okay.
These old tractors were tougher than the new stuff.
Oh, definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, I'll take an old one over a brand new one any day.
Yeah. It leaks more when I first started. After I first started, it'll leak a little bit more, and then it just pretty much stops leaking.
Yeah, when Mark and his wife were over working on my tractor today, his wife looked over and goes, "You got something dripping from the valve cover." I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's where we had the valve covers off last week to check the rockers and stuff." I said, "And we just hand tighten them back on." So,
So that was what that picture was on Instagram earlier with all the fluid. Was it
well,
Instagram
that's
again?
I pulled the drain plug out of it to do an oil change on it. That's the alcohol that gets down in the crankcase mixes
Oh
with the
wow.
oil. Yeah, just about every pull I gotta change oil on it.
Heck, I think don't some of those high performance engines, guys, that has some of them have to rebuild them almost every other pull.
Not every other pull, but after about 10 or 12 hooks, it's good to go through them and check the bearings and rings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's purely because the alcohol that gets down in there and is washing everything around. Hi, Boneyard.
I have a short in my trailer light, so I'm trying to find it.
Well, a few weeks back there, we went to that night pull, and I knew my marker lights weren't working on my trailer, and got home a few days later. I started checking the wiring and stuff, and here on those Chevys, they got individual fuses for the trailer lights and for the truck lights. So the
Yeah.
trailer light fuse was blown. Little 10-amp fuse is all it was.
Same on my mom's Explorer. But the only bad part was is we got busted coming back with that tractor when I first bought the tractor. A state patrol guy got us.
Well, I thought I was going to get popped too, but when we pulled into a parking lot to kind of regroup, and as we were leaving, I just kind of rode the brake a little bit, pulling out of the parking lot and down the road, and until we got out away from him. But he followed us through the parking lot, but I shut my lights and stuff off before he got up close enough he could see I didn't have any marker lights.
Yeah.
But I do get to do a brake job on that truck coming up this week. I ordered all the stuff. I love my local Napa stores and stuff, but when it was 130, yeah, roughly $130 for rear brake pads and rotors for that truck, and I went on Rock Auto and got all 4 rotors, pads, slides, everything for 150 delivered to my door.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard not to do that.
I like Rock Auto too, but the only problem I don't like about Rock Auto is sometimes they're slow shipping.
Well, see, I'm lucky. I use my work address, and we have an account with them, so I get expedited shipping and stuff.
Kind of see where I can see where my trailer light's messed up. It's got a little cut in it, so I guess I'll have to fix that. I gotta go get hay tomorrow.
Yeah, I got one of the side markers out of my trailer, but I'm not worried about that.
I got the little LED dot marker lights on this trailer.
I wanted to go with those, but I said heck with it.
Well, when I bought my trailer, the guy said Texas state law is starting to state that all new trailers in Texas has to have LED lights, marker lights.
Yeah, toolbox. Like I said, I usually do buy from my local Napa store. I mean, that's where I buy all the stuff for work from. But on this truck here, it's a 2000 Chevy half ton that I use basically for pulling, going to the tractor pulls and stuff, and I'm gonna run it through the winter. I don't really want to put a couple $100 or $300 in the brakes and stuff. I just dropped 200 on doing a muffler and tailpipe. So, Greg, thanks for stopping in, Craig.
I want to put that grader blade back on my tractor, but that thing's kind of heavy for me to do it by myself.
Yeah, they are.
I was telling my uncle a lot of those old guys back in the day could do it by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, Antonio, I looked at a complete brake kit for my 94 Dodge because it needs drums, wheel cylinders, pads, the whole 9 yards, and I could get the whole complete kit for just under 400. Now that's the economy line, and the only reason I would do that is just to get the thing running and rolling enough I could sell it or do something with it. All right, cool, Craig. Put the clothespin on your nose, Craig, so you don't have to smell the lavender. Boneyard, don't hop in a shower, man. You might slip and fall. Step in, nice and easy. So and like I was saying earlier, I got a couple of videos coming out. Hopefully, middle of this week, if I can get them edited. One from the pool from last weekend, and then building a 16 horse K series for Mark.
Cool.
You guys actually get to meet Mark and see Mark.
Oh, finally.
And well, Junior's in there too, but I was trying to do some voiceover on that video for that 16 build, but I think I'm just gonna mute the volume and right over top of it. Yeah, Antonio, my 96 don't need anything like that, man. It just needs to be enough that I can move it around the driveway and uh, contemplating selling it or doing something with it. It's taking up space in my driveway. I thought about making a mud buggy out of it, but I've got too many projects going on right now to do that. So, hey, Captain, there's a link in both the small engine and the family box if you want to jump on the panel too. If you ain't got nothing going on. But hey, Lucky. Lucky, I appreciate that. So. Now, next Saturday, we're supposed to be going to the Night of Mayhem pulling, big tractors and trucks and semis and stuff. I don't know if they would like me videotaping that or not, but I may try to get a little bit here and there and see what we can do. Tater's in the house.
Go get Brandon. Come on, Stinky, we'll go ride the big tractor. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta take my nephew on a tractor ride.
Woohoo! Tractor ride.
I wish you turned my chickens back on up there because you stand this and sometimes.
Do like I do, Nate, and just type with one finger. Eat with the other one.
Ron Zeus.
Hey, watch your language, Nate. This is family friendly.
Okay, but first you gotta start it. Here you go, Stinky. Start the tractor. Okay, you're gonna start it. Okay, go start the tractor. That ain't where it goes. It goes in here.
That's a crank and a half, man.
Yeah, it could be shorter. Crank it.
He's gonna be going backwards.
Yeah. Here, hold the phone, Stinky. Come over here. Don't drop the phone.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
There's Captain.
He ran into the crank.
What's up, Ed? Thanks for having me up, dude.
How much, man?
Think you get back, you gonna get your head.
Thanks for having me up.
Oh, we got
Oh, thanks for coming on, man.
mama.
There you go. You want to see? I know you want
I'm
to see
glad. I'm
that.
glad. Oh yeah, yeah. I kind of like that patina there, man. That kind of
No,
goldish
it looks
brown
like,
with
I
the.
gotta get all that nasty yellow stuff off of there. If it was just a matter of keeping that gray and black stuff on there, that'd be fine. But that yellow
Oh, yeah.
stuff is all the what you call it, the borax. It's stuck to it. So I
Yeah.
gotta get rid of that stuff. If I'd have had it hotter, there would have been less of it. There would have been less of that yellow nasty stuff, and I would have been able to, get through it a lot easier with just a little bit of use the citric acid. You take the citric acid and you mix it up in a pan over some heat, and you drop that in, and slowly it'll dissolve all the nasties and things on it, and then you take like a fine mesh to it and polish it up a little bit. A lot of the time, if you have a pure silver, this will come out and it'll be good to go. It'll be good to go. But no, I had to go and mix some silvers. All right, later, Antonio. We'll see you, buddy.
Thanks, Antonio.
That's a dedicated
Hey,
dude.
Benedict, thank you for stopping in.
That's a dedicated
Yes, he
dude right
is.
there. He's on call, like, That's cool, man.
I'm glad to see you finally got to do some porn.
Yeah, I know. I've been wanting to do this for years, and finally, I got my stuff together and did it. But this is just a
Did you
preliminary.
do it outside at your place or somebody else's?
I was house sitting. I was over my friend's house, sitting, literally, like watching his house for him, and I tried to burn it down. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm just kidding around. No, I was out in the driveway. I was only a few feet away from his truck. He left his truck there. Not a good decision. Yeah. He's got a Toyota sitting in the driveway there, but that's awesome, Antonio. Like I said, you're a decent dude, man. Freaking, you're dedicated. That's awesome. I appreciate that. But yeah, he had his Toyota sitting in the driveway. So I'm like, yeah, let's see if we can't light this fella on fire. No, I hit it with
fire.
With 2 torches. I hit that crucible with 2 torches. I wasn't playing any games because no nonsense.
Hey guys, I'll be back shortly.
Okay, have fun.
Okay.
You look like you're having fun, so continue.
But yeah, it looked like it worked out well just using that propane torch to melt the stuff down without even having a.
That was MAP.
Yeah, MAP.
You got to use something to burn a little hotter than propane. You can use propane under controlled circumstances in a decently warm area. When I was doing that, it was about 75 outside, which is decently warm. So I could have got away with using propane if it wasn't so breezy. It was actually pretty breezy outside. Not terribly so. But even a mild breeze freaking blow your flame around enough where it's not necessarily delivering more oxygen. It's actually like, bringing the heat away.
Cooling.
So, no, yesterday was fine. It seemed to be a good combination of circumstances, but the second pour that I tried to do did not fare so well, and that's because of the impurities that were in the silver that I tried to use. I did a pour last year. I poured it in a rotten log. I'm sure I showed you that turd at some point. Well, anyway, I don't have that turd anymore because yesterday I melted it. And when I poured it, my other torch had been running out. Okay, so I didn't have both the whole time. And when I went to pour it, it kind of froze in the crucible as it was pouring out. It kind of froze, even though I had the torch like right on it as I was pouring it and stuff. It still kind of froze a bit, and it did that. So I got most of the face. The jaw's a little lacking.
Okay.
And if it was just the
It
side,
looks like the Punisher.
Yeah, if it was just the side of the head here that had a piece missing, I would have called that a success. If it had a full jaw, but the jaw's like gone. It, like there's nothing of the side jaw left. So I was like, ah. Oh well.
Kind of looks like the Punisher had an accident.
That's still 5 ounces of silver, no matter how you slice it. And this one,
all right.
I did my arithmetic good enough where I got this to be exactly 5 ounces of silver. That one is exactly 5 ounces, and it's a 5 ounce mold, so I did it right. Good.
Yeah.
There's a little over pour there. That right there is the jaw. And if you can see, he has like a little bit of a turkey neck right there, a gobbler, So yeah, I really like these, but yeah, I want to try to get this one hotter. I want to try to remelt this sucker down, and I want to try to get them hotter, and try again with that same piece of silver. Just because I want it. I want it. Did you freeze, Ed? Well, anyway. Hi, Lucky. How you doing? Benedict White, how you doing? Yeah, good to see everybody in chat. Make sure you hit thumbs up and subscribe, join our little community here, make yourself at home, just don't be too profane or too insulting, and people should accept you for who you are. But anyway, Mark Tucker, how you doing? Good to see you. I couldn't hear a damn word you said for the last minute. You were blank. Either that or frozen, or like the little wheel, Anyway, welcome back to your own stream, Ed.
Yeah, thank you. I was sitting there looking at the screen and everything's frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, see Mark showed up. Hey, Mark.
Yes. Hi, Mark Tucker. How you doing? I wasn't sure if anybody was hearing me, so I was trying to be polite, trying to be friendly.
Yeah. I love this laptop. It just randomly freezes.
Welcome to the world of PC.
Yeah, if this thing was brand new less than a year ago. So
mine's over a decade old.
Yeah. And I think,
dude, my screen goes black randomly throughout the day.
Oh, this thing just locks up whenever it feels like it.
Yep, sounds like a computer to me.
Yeah. So I did have one question on those molds. Do you have to preheat those molds before you pour the silver and stuff into them?
You sure do.
Okay.
Sure do. When I
That
did
way,
that, it poured real nice.
Okay.
I like had it like this. I was holding the crucible, and I was like licking from the crucible to the mold. Well, for a bit off camera, I had the crucible like sit down on the table because mine will set up by itself. It's a what my friend Red would call a whipping dish, but it's a just a cup crucible with a whip handle, whip and dish. So mine will set up by itself on the table and it won't tip over. Okay, so not all of them are like that, but mine is. Mine will sit up by itself. And I had one torch on the metal in the crucible and one torch on the mold, heating up the mold. But after I heated up the mold, maybe 20, 30 seconds, I put both torches on full blast on the metal. And then I left that one torch on the table. I grabbed it. I kind of kept the torch pointing toward the cup, and I kept the other torch on top of the metal. And when I poured this one here, it still didn't pour right, as you can tell. It just wasn't going to behave, So I got to figure out a different setup. Over at my friend's house, it was just squirrely. It was me, a torch, a crucible, and some silver, and a cat food can full of water to quench. I'm not even kidding.
I see it in the video. And I see you touch the cat food can to make sure it didn't get hot.
There's a freaking cat food can. I couldn't find nothing to put water in. I was like, I can't use a bowl from the cabinet because this ain't my house, and I can't use a pan out of the cabinet because this ain't my house. I'm like,
Right.
What the hell am I going to use to quench? So I grabbed a cat food can off there's a cat food can sitting there waiting to go outside to the recycling, and I'm like, yeah, you look like it. That's it. That's the one it's gonna be. So whatever. Anyway. So how was your week?
Other than being sick a couple days, pretty dang good.
Sweet.
Mark come over today, and we got the tractor running right. Hopefully, right now. So
cool.
Find out next weekend.
I had a great.
It actually fires up nice now, and without having to crank on it.
Sweet.
Idle's good.
I had a great week. I got to go over to my friend's house and raid his refrigerator for a couple of days. That was pretty cool. Like they have a wide variety of food over there. I'm not even going to go into detail. I'm just going to say, yeah, they've got an interesting variety of food. Not all the choices that I would make necessarily, but yeah, there's a impressive array of flavors there, to say the least. Yeah, and it's not just the fridge. Like the cabinets are like pretty devoid of food, except for like spices and things. But if you go into the closet, like their little pantry closet that they have, it's like, whoa, there's a little bit of everything in here. It was really nice. It's really cool over there. But yeah, that my friend sent me a bunch of steaks because he does that kind of stuff. He just sends us gifts once in a while. It's pretty cool. And
one of these days I got to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, it'd probably behoove you to get some food.
Looks like a bachelor. Looks like It looks like a bachelor fridge. I got all kinds of condiments.
The last thing I knew, you might have been a bachelor.
Yeah, I might be.
You might be. Whatever. So, good night, Lucky.
Good night, Lucky. Thanks for stopping, buddy.
I was distracting Ed with language and speech and talking and things. No, I got some decent sleep while I was at my friend's house one night. The other night, not so much. It kind of bugged me, you know. But the second night, I slept pretty good. I was real tired, so I hit the sack early. And I still got up pretty early, though. I don't like going to bed early because that means, like, if I go to sleep at like 9 o'clock, that means I'm going to be up like 2, maybe 3, and like I won't get back to sleep probably until the next night. That sucks. Well, whatever.
I've been there, man.
You get up at like 3, 4 in the morning anyway.
Between 20 after 4 and 4:30 every day.
Yeah, you get up that early anyway. I know lots of people that get up at like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and they go to work. I'm like, okay. I knew a guy that worked for TSA, the criminal security there.
Yep.
He had to get up for work 3 o'clock in the morning every morning. So he had to be awake so at that time, so he make sure that he'll be in, when he's supposed to be in. And come to think of it, that man, if he's not retired by now, he should be, because he was 60 when I knew him, and that was like 6 years ago.
I was just getting ready to say, Mark's getting ready to go to work.
Oh, yeah.
He's a chicken hauler.
Oh, yeah?
He hauls them there chickens.
I knew a truck driver in Iowa that used to drive truck hauling chickens. And he did that for a long time. That wasn't the only thing that he would haul, but that's a lot of what he hauled was chicken. And he said he would never eat chicken again. He calls it the dirty bird. He's like, nope. I've been in them factories where they process the chicken. I've been to the farms where they raise them, and I hauled chicken for years and years and years on and off, and nope, I will never eat a chicken again. Him and both of his sons will never touch the dirty bird.
I've seen the chicken processing plants, beef, pork, all that. I'll eat it. Whatever.
Food's food.
Yep. Get in my belly.
Yeah. Yep.
That's why I cook.
If I let myself get squeamish about it, you know what ends up happening?
You don't eat anything.
Yeah. Because I'm not going to go vegan. I know what they do to plants. No way.
I was going to say, yeah, they put that cow crap on them plants.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What? At least
you're vegan. You don't want to hurt the animals. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want any animal products in your food? Yeah. Okay. You know where that fertilizer comes from, right?
Yeah.
It's out of the back end of something that I just ate.
Yeah. And at least my food has a wrapper on it that they peel off, and all that stuff goes on the floor.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Mark. Yep. He hauls off the farms. Yep. Hey, Brandon, welcome back.
Welcome back, Brandon.
Was he in the basement?
No, not yet.
No, okay.
Yeah. I gotta try to keep an eye on that. There ain't no snacks
I
or
know,
anything
right?
down there.
Wait, I when I have a stream, I'm still so new to StreamYards that I'll have to. I make myself look in the basement pretty frequently to make sure there's nobody there.
Thanks, Ben, for stopping in, buddy.
Because I missed a couple times. Well, not like where people got fed up and left, but no, I've had people wait a couple minutes. Later, Benedict. We'll see you.
And a lot of people say StreamYard's hard to use.
No, it's
I
not.
don't. I think it's easier than Hangouts, because with Hangouts you had to go to YouTube and start the stream, set everything up there, and then get the Hangout going. StreamYard, you just go to StreamYard, you get your stream going, and click, go on YouTube.
It's a pain in the butt either way you look at it, but
yeah.
StreamYard, once you figure it out, it's easy. Me personally, I have a bookmark for StreamYard, and all I do is just hit that bookmark, and boom, we're good to go. Like it'll be like, okay, and like the most irritating thing is that you have to like include yourself in your stream.
Yeah.
I think that's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm like, why am I not already there? It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. We're still in beta. we're still beta testing. It's good. It's fine. Whatever. Hey,
Brandon back.
There he is.
Yeah, I forgot to ask. Anybody in chat or anything know any place that Mark can get a performance cam for a twin cylinder Honda engine?
Nope. Brandon would know that way before I would.
We can find them for the single cylinders, but we can't find them for a twin. Not yet. So I know they got to make them.
Well, the leak got worse again, so I'm gonna put those block off plates back on until I can rebuild the pump.
Hey, you definitely don't want to run that thing low on or out of hydraulic fluid and stuff.
No.
Besides it making a big mess everywhere.
That and smoking.
Yeah.
Gotta go take care of the horses real quick.
Horses are horses, of course, endless.
I found a high performance. I think that's for a car, though. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I did a performance cam, Honda performance cam, V-twin, and I come up with a whole bunch of motorcycle engines.
Oh, it's for a V-twin.
Yeah, but the one we're using is for a lawn and garden motor, not for a motorcycle. Okay. I didn't make my search specific enough.
Okay.
So.
The only performance parts place I know for a V-twin is for the Predator 670.
Is that ARC Racing?
No, I think it's the company's name. If I remember right, it's Performance 670 is the name of the company.
Yeah. I remember them guys now. But the bad part about it is the clone parts won't interchange anymore. They used to when they first started cloning them, but now they won't.
Okay, now it's just giving me oil, batteries, and valves. Oh, and valve springs.
Yeah.
That's all I'm getting. That's dumb. That's real dumb stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure if Stacy comes in, he might know some place with the lawnmower racing stuff.
Oh, and it wants to give me Harley oil.
Yeah.
6-cylinder, 4-cylinder. Yeah, that's nothing that I was searching for.
Nope. God
Yep.
dang racers.
Real dumb stuff. No, it's just stupid that they're not, like, you search for something, you expect, results for what you searched for. Then they give you everything that you don't search for. It's like, do you have a part number on that, Mark? Damn it, Mark. Do you have a part number?
No.
Or at least the model of the engine. Do you have the model of the engine? What is the model?
He was supposed to get that, but I don't know if he did or not.
I could make a better search if the spectrum wasn't so broad.
That's what I ran into too. I was using my phone to search, and when it come up, my phone said, "No, we ain't doing this."
It's a good idea to always, like, if you need something and you can't find it, yes, ask people that live in a different area that are on different computer servers.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, sometimes your local computer servers just want to give you the middle finger all the time. All right, Mark. Well, I can't help you anymore, my friend. I looked on the web. I looked on eBay. I looked everywhere. Nope. Sorry.
I'll have to. We'll have to get down there when I get some time and do a little in-depth search and see if we can't find some model numbers or something on it. There has to be something on it somewhere we can search by.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm just saying, I can usually find stuff pretty well. No, I can't find that.
I know most of the stickers are going off the shrouding and stuff, but there has to be a casting or something somewhere in it that has some numbers.
Yeah, block numbers, head numbers, cam numbers, something.
Stacy, what's up? Thank you for gracing us.
Twisted Star Racing has entered the building.
The big man is here.
How you doing?
Hi, Stacy.
I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. No, I need some coffee, Dad. One moment. Ed is frozen, which means we might be frozen, Brandon. Talking to your mom, your nephew is coming home soon for a few weeks before they ship him off again. Stacy's ass is dragging. Polar Bear was frozen, apparently. Sorry, Ed. Oh well, he'll be back in a little bit. Anyway, yes, welcome to the stream, Twisted. Stacy, it's good to see you. Brandon's mowing the lawn. Oh, he's trying. You try to move along, or you try to just start that thing. Okay, never mind.
My phone might die here in a minute.
That's okay. Ed's not even here.
I know, I see that.
It's like, just me and you, man. Whatever. Oh, man. Well, I don't have control of of like, you know, the buttons and things. I mean, I can stop my own cam. I can mute my own. But I mean, I don't have control of the actual streamer buttons because this isn't my stream.
Yeah.
All right, Ed. I'll hold the fort down. Don't worry. I'll be here. Yeah, he said that he was doing stuff. Craig, he said, "Hey, family," and then he said, we all said hi to him and things. Yeah, I don't know. It worked out. So there you go. Yes, apparently you do. He's doing laundry. I'm sorry this can't be more interesting, but I really don't have anything to talk about.
Okay.
I'm currently eating a coffee candy. I poured this fella yesterday. Did you see that, Brandon?
Oh yeah, I saw that. You did a real good job on that.
It came out really cool. I just got to clean it now. Oops, sorry. You chased him out of the house. I got to clean it up, and yeah, I'm gonna use that mold to pour some resin pieces, so I can send them out to people that want to do what's called a push mold. So they take some this stuff called Petrobond, and then they take that skull,
Yeah.
the plastic one version of it, and they push it into that clay, and then they take it out, and then they pour metal into that depression, into that spot. So other people could, make these too. They don't even have to buy the mold. For mine cost me $38. Thanks, Kathy. Now want to try it yourself. Want to pour some molten metal, Kathy? You gonna cast these big ones? Because I got me a silver one of the 5 ounce, and then I got me a brass one here. This brass one is the same pattern, only bigger. And this is the 10 ounce here. This is the 5. I wanted to buy this 5 ouncer, but it was $56, and I didn't have that money at the time. So I bought the $38 one, which is this guy, and it does nice. It looks just like the brass one. I just got to clean it up, and it'll be silver instead of brass. Kathy, I think if you tried it, you would actually like it, but I don't think you would do it all the time. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, the guy that owns the house I was house sitting for. I told him, you might want to try this. It's very nice. You know, I'm not saying you would want to get involved doing it all the time, but you might want to try it once or twice. Just just to say, hey, I poured some molten metal. You know, it's nice. And he didn't reject the idea out of turn. You know, so I don't think we're gonna get him into metal casting anytime soon. But yeah. He didn't seem to mind that I was, casting molten metal in his driveway. That's kind of cool. Other people would be like, "You're using torches and melting metal. Oh my god, it sounds dangerous." Yeah, no more dangerous than driving around in a car, I suppose. Hey, there's nothing wrong with having a lot of crafts. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you don't want to make them yourself, but you want me to make you one. All right, fine, I'll make you one. Okay, I'll tell you what. I can even make you one. I can make you one right now if you really wanted to. I've got some solder over there. I can melt that real quick and put that in a mold. That would work. And it would be metal. It's just very low temperature metal, very low temperature melt. So I could do that in a pan on the stove. Is it pink? No, it's not pink. Solder. It looks. It's a silver color, kind of like this is real silver, but it would look just like this. It'd be silver colored at least. I hope Ed comes back. He's been gone a few minutes. I hope he does come back. Oh, you want some resin? You want a resin one? It's okay, Ed. It's not a problem. It's not a problem, buddy. I can hold the fort down. I've used StreamYard before.
I really need to stop dropping my phone.
It's okay.
I'm waiting to open the gate for my buddy. He's coming back with his car hauler. He just went and bought a skid steer.
Oh. You buy a Bobcat?
I don't know what he bought. I don't even know where he gets the money to buy some of this stuff he gets.
Does he work?
All he does for a living is mow yards.
Maybe he doesn't pay rent.
Nobody pays mortgage.
Oh. Okay. Ed is not hired. But it appears that he's still in control of the stream. So because he's able to answer my statements, he's able to talk to us.
I forgot to turn the water off to the horses, so now the corral's flooded.
Oh, jeez.
Look at this.
Okay, I think I'm back.
All right. You got a muddy pony over there, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring the mini back in here soon and just run right through it.
Well, make sure you don't fall down in it. I don't want to have a stroke laughing at you.
I fell down into some mud and some nasty stuff chasing hogs before.
Yeah, I've fallen down in some barnyard mud before, buddy. I know. Trust me. My grandmother had a farm.
Yeah.
Jeepers. You don't want to fall down after the horse has been rolling around, I'll tell you that. But man, oh jeez.
I think the scariest moment I ever had was my aunt's farm in Ohio. My boot got stuck in the mud, and a bull was charging at us.
Oh jeez. That's one of those moments where you don't walk away with clean underwear.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Some days I love technology.
I hope he leaves the keys to the skit steer here. I kind of want to play with it.
I'm sure you'll have that thing spinning like a top before you know it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He already blames me for his starter going out on his tractor, but he went on Amazon and bought the cheapest starter he could find on Amazon, and it lasted a couple of months and it went bad.
Well, was it an AC Delco?
No, it was a off-brand one.
My friend bought an AC Delco replacement starter for his. It's supposed to be like a rebuild, like a rebuilt starter. And it was a real AC Delco one, and I'm like, "You sure you want to put that in your van, buddy?" And he put it in his van, and a week later he's buying another one. I'm like,
Well, you used to be able to find decent starter alternator shops that would rebuild them. There ain't many left.
Nope.
Just like there ain't many decent machine shops left either.
Well, America got lazy. Not all of America, mind you, but I tell you, when you're running a shop where you're only doing like one or two tasks in the shop and your work is already done, kind of, get bored and get to doing stupid stuff, then either that or like your whatever you do for a living used to be in high demand. People used to be willing to like look for a shop that does this. Okay, fine. If you do that, and then people stop looking around because they just want, like
Kathy, I just read your message.
They just want to do the disposable life thing, because it's easier and simpler just to buy new and then throw the old one in the trash or recycle it. So when you're not repairing your alternator anymore or getting it rebuilt and you're just buying a replacement one, your alternator shops tend to go out of business.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's right or anything, but I mean, you're going to have to shut down your shop, and even if you're making reconditioned alternators, you have to have a certification for that or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Personally, I just don't know. Like, and if you are doing, either remanufactured, refurbished, or restored alternators without a freaking certification or whatever, you don't need one or something. If there's nobody freaking ordering from your site, you're going to have to go somewhere like eBay. And yes, I'm an eBay freak. If you haven't noticed that over the time that you guys have known me, like I price everything out on eBay because it's just it's not the only answer, mind you. No, but it's a quick answer. What is this going for? Oh, here. Let me look it up. Oh. All right, Mark. Have a good night. Enjoy your rest.
Yep. Have a good one, Mark. We'll talk to you later, bud.
Bye.
Hey, Tom Jones, how you doing? You know, it's not unusual to see Tom Jones in here.
It's not unusual.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
Tom.
It's a bad joke. I know. I'll stop.
It's Tom and his Jones.
All right, Kathy. Hurry back now. So, I got more of these skull molds. The ones that I pour resin in.
Coolness.
I got a bunch of them now. And they're super, super cheap. I mean, the first ones I bought were 99 Canadian kopecks. they were 99 cents Canadian, so it was like 74, 75 cents American. And I bought two of them, and they came to my door, and I'm like a month and a half later, I'm like, well, that took a while. But I bought these ones, and those were off of eBay, and then I bought these off of Amazon, and they came in like a week. But I paid like twice as much for them. I'm like, yeah, I'll pay twice just so I could get it in like less than half the time. No problem. Yeah. Especially if it's a cheap item like this. I mean, whatever. That's nothing. It probably cost them like 10 less than 10 cents to make something like this anyway. So.
I had a dream last night, and that I put the big 4-inch googly eyes on the front of my tractor. So I looked them up today on Amazon.
And what are you paying for 4-inch googly eyes?
Oh, I did look at the prices. I just wanted to see if they made them that big.
Oh yeah, you can get googly eyes any size. You can, and if you can't find them, you know how easy it is to make googly eyes.
Yeah.
You get a little plexiglass.
Yeah.
You can make googly eyes all day.
I want the ones that move. That way, when it vibrates, they're all like bouncing around and stuff.
Oh. Well, yeah. You'd have to make the inside, the inner, the eye, the pupil part. You'd have to make that out of something pretty light.
Yeah. Well, you could use real thin plexi or something. A 122 cub. That should be. Is that a spread frame? I think that's a spread frame.
I don't know near enough about tractors. I know that I've ridden a ton of different ones over the years. I even got to drive a Farmall on my grandmother's property, big old one, big nasty thing too, rusty as hell, and it'd been sitting out in a field for decades. And my uncle hauled it home one day. He paid like some way more than he should. He hauled it home and it had all the stuff with it, all the plowing equipment and like furrowing equipment and stuff. It had everything, all the attachments still. And he hauled it all home, and he spent a little time and got it running, and he's just like, yep, I got a tractor on the farm finally. They hadn't had a tractor there in years. He finally got one and fired it up. But man, was that thing rough, dude.
Yeah, they still run good.
No, it ran. You couldn't stop the thing from running. It was like you touch that freaking that starter and it's ready to go. It's raring to go. No,
Hey, Stacy, while you're in here, Mark's looking for a performance cam for his V-twin Honda engine. I don't remember what model it is. It's 20 horse, but I don't remember what model it is. If you could give me some leads on where to look for one, I would deeply be appreciated.
I got to drive a big old tractor like that. It was a 30-something, 40-something. I don't know. It was damn old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it was older than my grandmother, but it was ridiculously freaking like decrepit looking. It didn't look like it ran. You know, it looked like it was so rusty and so disgusting looking. It didn't look like it ran. Just saying. Hey, Natural Dad, how you doing?
ARC doesn't carry anything for the V-twins. I looked there. I'll check that other place out after the stream or tomorrow. He's got a Honda on his wife's tractor, and I mean, the thing runs damn good. We just need a little more. So, but yeah, I'll check that ISKY out tomorrow. So, but yeah, I've actually made the decision that the old 39 cubic inch is going to go by the wayside after this season. We're stepping up to the 46 cubic inch.
Mm.
The spread frame, what they consider the spread frame, is it looks like a wide frame, but I think it's not quite as wide or something. There's a difference between them. I know the frames are different on them, so.
What does he have a year on it? No, probably not.
No, old.
Okay, 1982.
Probably damn close.
So,
Mid to late 80s, somewhere in there, probably.
Middle late 80s. Okay, well, 85 then. 86. I can't. I guess not. Okay, never mind. It's not being cooperative. The site I was on would be particularly helpful right now.
Technically, my 82 series that I pull with that I call a 582 is technically a 482, but the 482 came with a Peerless belt drive transmission in it, and I switched it over to the gear drive Cub Cadet rear end. So technically, it is a 582, but the tag and the stuff on the side still says 482.
Late 60s, eh?
But yeah, I made a decision. I love my little 39 cubic inch, but we need to step up and just start whooping on some people. So we're gonna up the cubic inch and get some new pistons, new rockers, new lifters, and we're gonna put her together and go out and play. Rusted Nuts, what's up, brother? Thank you for stopping by.
Hey, Rusted Nuts, how you doing?
Still got 8 people watching. Woohoo!
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't bring YouTube back up. I think that's what kind of crashed, having too many things open.
What happened?
I said I didn't bring YouTube back up. I'm just watching it through the StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
Well, hey Tom, if it's a true 582 special, the special edition, it should have the long frame on it. It's about 6 inches longer than the normal ones. Whether it's belt drive or not, you can swap a gear drive into that rend housing or into that instead of that belt drive. You just got to get the clutch hang, make a clutch hanger, or buy the clutch hanger and everything for the 82 series. Those are really nice tractors because the wheelbase is a little longer on them. Yeah, Trey. Yeah, Stacy. Yeah, there is no replacement for displacement, buddy. That's why we're gonna do it. If the bigger one runs like it should, the way my 39 runs, it should be kicking some ass next year.
Shh. Don't let the front wheel drive guys hear you talk like that. They might feel inadequate.
Well, that's why they put the turbos on them that have 5 pounds of boost and the big wastegate that goes
5 pounds?
Yeah, I was in a place years back when they first started putting turbos on little Hondas, and it was a young kid, probably 16, 17, and his dad in there. And I was buying some other stuff, and the salesman's like, "Oh yeah, we got these nice kits over here, and the dad's like, "Well, I heard when you turbocharge them, it puts a lot of stress on the head gaskets, and you're always replacing head gaskets." Oh no, you only need a couple pounds of boost, like 2, maybe 3 pounds, and it'll really pep that motor up, but it won't do any damage to the head gaskets. And I'm sitting there just shaking my head to myself. It's like, why even put a turbo on it? Unless you just want to hear that thing, whistle and
Carrying on, yeah, yeah, I get it. No, them little tiny cars, they have a little, they have a complex, and they got to be heard.
Yeah.
I don't like little tiny front wheel drive cars. They bother me. I don't like big front wheel drive cars either, like Tauruses and stuff. I don't care. I just don't like front wheel drive. It bothers me a lot. It always has. Like
Yeah.
even when I was a little kid, I was just like, why did they start doing that?
Hey Tom, even at 4,000 RPMs, man, you can make some decent horsepower and stuff if you get them set up right, get them geared right.
See, this is the reason that I prefer trucks over cars, because you don't find front wheel drive trucks, do you?
No. Well, no. Actually, there was one little foreign truck that was a front wheel drive truck. but I can't. Was it a Datsun or something? Maybe
Nope.
there was one that they were making. Oh, it was that Volkswagen Rabbit thing. That was like an El Camino type
Caddy?
deal. I don't remember what
that's-
the mod.
That's the Volkswagen Caddy.
Yeah, I think those were front wheel drive, weren't they?
Hang on.
There was one little truck that was a front wheel drive. I remember that. Like I said, I don't remember who made them, but it was one of the little mini trucks.
Okay.
Low lids, which are Dodge Rampage. Okay.
The Dodge Rampage was not a truck. That was a car.
Yeah.
They
It looked
call
like it kind of.
Call it a truck if you want, but that was the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I knew there was at least one that was a front wheel drive little El Camino pickup truck type thing.
Well, yeah, the Plymouth had their version of it too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the little Chevy Love trucks and stuff, they put the little Isuzu diesels in. Those were some cool little trucks.
Well, the
I had a
Volkswagen Caddy, nowadays, the Volkswagen Caddy is a minivan, and that is a front-wheel drive. When it was released, it was 1979 through 95. The first generation of it was a, let's see.
Yeah, I had a 1980 Chevy Love truck 4-wheel drive. I loved that little thing.
They were made in Pennsylvania, Sarajevo, Yugoslavia, South Africa, and Argentina. But yeah, that was a front wheel drive.
Wannabe truck?
Kind of a, like, you could call it a truck, but it's not really. It's just it's a car with a pickup bed. Kind of like an El Camino is a car with a pickup bed, and a Ranchero is a car with a pickup bed. And then people say, well, what about the S10? The S10 is the size of an El Camino. Well, that was actually built specifically to be a truck. Now, when you take the Chevy Malibu and you graft a truck bed onto the back, it does not a truck make. All right.
Yeah.
Like, you can argue that point all day, and people will be like, El Camino's a truck, damn it. Well, okay, fine. You can call it a truck, and I'm not going to argue with you, but I'm just saying that it's you can do whatever you want with a vehicle. You can call it whatever you want. Now, ask a guy like Stacy, you know, like a trucker, like an experienced trucker. Now, on the road, where are the trucks? He'll be like, well, we got these semi trucks here, and then yeah, but what about a Ford F-350 or a Chevy 3500? Well, those are cars. A lot of truckers will tell you those aren't trucks; those are cars. Maybe Stacy would not, but I'm just saying a lot of truckers that I've met over the years. Boy, you're talking about what? That's not a truck. Just saying. They don't consider pickup trucks to be trucks. No, that's a car.
Well, Tom, in my opinion, on that 122, I would do the 18 twin, because technically it's the only thing difference between the 18 and the 22 horse Kohler Commands is the carburetor. If you get a 25, if you're using a downdraft carburetor on them commands, and you're allowed to get the 25 horse downdraft carburetor with the accelerator pump, you can do a lot to those little 18 horse motors.
I'm sorry, Ed. Do you see what happened to Stacy's?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, in StreamYard, it just keeps reposting it. I can't see what's happening in YouTube. Welcome back, Brandon.
It just Stacy says there are pickups, there are pickups, there are pickups, there are pickups, there are pickups.
Yeah.
Oh, because his phone keeps resending. Oh, I'm sorry. That happened in another stream and it was hilarious. Then it's hilarious now.
I thought maybe he was just stuttering.
No. And he's not just like jamming on the button. No, it's just a. I'm sorry, Stacy. He's just jamming a. He's not just jamming a button. It's the phone. It's not him.
Thanks, Stacy. We know we're number one.
Oh man. Anyway, I just thought it was funny because it was happening. Yeah, okay. I believe that's just a repetitive. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, that's your phone repeating that, right? Okay.
It didn't send right the first 6 times. We better send it 10 more.
I love you, Stacy. You're a great fella. Oh,
I can feel the love in the room.
Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Kathy. You ain't got Nightbot
down.
You ain't got Nightbot set up to boot people at spam.
No, I haven't messed with Nightbot.
Or like Nightbot says no spamming emojis. I got yelled at by Nightbot in somebody's chat room. Oh, you're spamming all caps. Cut it out. I got a warning and I got timed out for that. I'm like, what the? You got timed out by Nightbot?
If I put Nightbot on this computer, it would probably just lock up completely.
Well, no, like Nightbot just takes care of it for you. You know, it's just like if you set it to automatically boot people because of ... it'll do that itself. You don't even got to worry about it.
But what I'm saying is, if it's another program that has to run in the background of this thing,
no, it's strictly on YouTube. It won't run in the background of your computer. It'll run in the background of YouTube.
Okay.
That's why Google's got all those fancy servers coming in.
Okay, cool. Maybe I'll look into it. What I need to do is just take this thing and have more RAM put in it, and maybe it would straighten itself out.
I don't think I have any RAM for that computer. It's a laptop?
Yeah, it's a Lenovo.
Lenovo
IdeaPad.
Lenovo ThinkPad.
Yep, 330.
Okay.
I got a cousin that's into computers and stuff like that. I just haven't got with him, and he's probably got it laying around that he can throw in.
Well, I do too. I've got some right there. I don't know what that is. No, it's PC3. Yeah, these are 2 gig. This might do well on your computer. I don't know what you have already. You only have so many slots in a laptop. So
Right. Well, like I said, I talked to him a little briefly about it, and he said bring it over and he'll look at it. I haven't had time.
hey, horse, how you doing?
Horse, what's up?
It's all right. You know, don't worry. My talk to text was trying to. I could have swore that some Irish person was like, trying to correct my talk to text earlier. I'm like, it was 2 like things that like something Irish and then something about Irene, and I'm like, my talk to text is dumb. What the? I don't know. It wasn't. Oh, I was talking about I renumbered something, right? And I was telling somebody that in a talk to text, I renumbered something, and it changed I renumbered to Irene numbered. So I'm like, what the hell is wrong with talk to text today? The thing's dumb.
What did she renumber?
I know, right? It's like, I didn't say that. Oh.
That one was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I was sending Crystal a text a couple of days ago, and when you're using talk to text, to say period at the end of a sentence, you can just say dot. Okay. So when you're trying to like say, like period at the end of a sentence, you just say dot dot dot. So I said dot 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 at the end of the sentence that I sent, at the text that I sent, and well, it said dot 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 instead of just putting.
I laughed for 5
And
minutes.
I sent it, and right before it went, it changed to dot. I've never seen talk to text actually do that right at the last second before it sends it. I had already hit the send button, and then it changed it and then sent it.
I laughed for 5 minutes straight, and then I stopped laughing, and then I freaking laughed again. It was hilarious.
I laughed too because I'm just like, son of a. Okay, in that instance, it was a harmless glitch in the system. It was fine, right? But if there was something like that was important that changed the words of what you were saying, you were talking to your boss or your landlord or something, or somebody like just as important but in a different way, like your stockbroker or something. And then talk to text just like really screwed you. You'd be pulling what's left of your hair out like. I don't say that lightly. I don't have a lot of hair left either.
Yeah, me too.
Oh. Well, unless you speak flawlessly to that thing, and you have to speak flawless modern English, okay? Because if you don't, it's just going to put in whatever it wants. It's just going to hear you whatever way it feels like hearing you, whatever. Okay, I can understand that the technology is not perfect. Yes. And if you go back, if you stop and then like go back and touch the word, it'll give you a pop-up with a list of alternates to the word that you're inquiring about. Like the name Kathy. Now, it would probably spell it Cathy. Now, obviously, our friend Kathy Durbin here spells her name with a K. So I would have to be like, oh, jeez, and click touch the letter or touch that word, and then select the spelling with a K. Because it does it with the word crystal all the time, and the program, the talk to text, is actually supposed to be intuitive. It's supposed to learn as well. But it doesn't. ... Whatever. It's fine.
I don't use talk to text because it doesn't talk hillbilly.
It doesn't understand hillbilly.
Yeah.
Whatever. You don't strike me as a hillbilly sort, though.
I speak all day. I speak the worst bad English you ever heard.
You don't sound that ill-spoken to me, and you have more than 3 teeth.
Do I? I guess so.
How hillbilly are you?
Yeah.
Oh, well. You didn't think people were hillbilly out in Ohio. Well, you didn't think people were hillbilly out in Pennsylvania, but we all know better now, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. There's hillbillies in every state. There's rednecks in every state, including Alaska and Hawaii. Come on. That's just how it is. Yeah, there you go, horse. You got that right. It'll get you. Watch that autocorrect. It'll get you. Oh, man. I might have to make some food before too long.
Well, like I said, I'm like old Mother Hubbard. My cupboards are bare, so I went and got pizza.
Yeah, mine are too. Like all these cupboards here, all of them, they're all clear of food.
Except for our freezer.
Our freezer has food in it because, like I said, my friend Mark, went to one of them sites and had sent us a bunch of steaks. She's on that side. Damn this reverse freaking angle camera. Hi, Bun. Hi, Bun.
Hi, Crystal. I see you found me on Instagram.
Yeah.
She's delightful, isn't she?
She's lovely. She puts up with you. She has to be a fabulous person.
She is. She's a great girl.
She's an angel. I can see her wings.
Oh yeah, they're currently beating me over the head. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Yeah, but my horns are holding up my halo.
Exactly.
Oh, Mud Digger, how you doing? Ooh.
What do you want to eat?
I don't know. I was
You want
thinking ramen, maybe. Or want the what?
Well, I was gonna make those freaking those apple things. I loved those apple things. Those apple tartlets. I actually had to take a picture of it and then sent it and then freaking and then like post it on my Instagram before like I take a bite and then freaking it's self-destructed.
I promise she's not a teenager.
I actually got into my old one. Like I had an old one and freaking it was like there was nothing on it. So I just filled it with stuff.
Okay. Hey.
I actually want something sweet. I'm freaking sweating. It's hot in here.
How hot is it?
It's so hot in here.
Anyway.
Oh boy, the wheels are starting to rattle.
A little comedy relief for you. Anyway.
Oh man.
Listen, you're a great gal.
Still hobbling. Sprained ankle.
Well, your ankle is still sprained because you won't freaking get off of it and relax. And, like, let other people do some stuff for you. I told you I'd go and get you something if you want.
I know.
Well, go sit down now. Your hoof isn't going to heal unless you let it. Yes, horse, that will happen. But maybe not on Ed's stream. We don't want him in YouTube jail.
Yeah, but I don't think on any channel anybody would want to see me get hot.
I'm gonna change my shirt.
Thanks for the announcement.
Yeah.
That's great. That's fine.
Don't change, Crystal. We love you the way you are. Well, we're down to 4 viewers now. Imagine that.
I missed a TLT live, but that's okay. I didn't even check to see if he was going live tonight because I was on this panel.
I said, I don't even know if I get notifications for that anymore.
I don't get notifications for things I want to be notified of. No,
Well, I don't.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but here lately it seems like I don't get notifications for stuff even that I want to for at least like an hour or so after it happens.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I get notifications right away. Other times it's just like, oh, who's this Captain Jerk fella? Oh, we owe him a notification. Yeah, well, we'll get around to it. So to be the type of attentive, on-point YouTuber that a lot of people, want everybody to be, I would have to be on YouTube all the time, and I'd have to be on like the feed page where it gives you like everything all the time. Like it's like I have so many freaking bells rung that it's like a steady stream that is kind of like it'll just keep chugging up.
I had that at one point.
But my email doesn't do that. It never does. And if it ever decided to catch up, there would be like 10,000 emails in my it would overwhelm my email box. I'd be like,
So that's what I need to figure out how to do is shut the email notification off. I don't mind the on my phone and in my feed. I just want them out of my email.
oh, well, you have to go into your YouTube settings. And you can fix that.
Yeah, I just gotta dig through it and figure out which setting it is.
I know exactly
I looked for
what setting it is. I can walk you through
it. I can't. I don't want to bring my YouTube back up again because it'll probably crash everything again.
Have you done a disk cleanup on that thing?
Uh-huh.
Get got rid of all your cookies and things.
Yeah. This thing has done this since day one.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
Oh wait, let me guess. It's got Windows 10 on it.
Yeah, it's got Windows 10 on it.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, Windows XP and Windows 10 are the same damn animal. They are crash kings. They're crash.
Well,
kings.
it's kind of my fault. I was looking at laptops and I was looking at refurbished ones.
If I
I
had
had
the
a room
money, if I had the money, I would pay $200 for a fresh copy of Windows 7 right now. Windows 7 Basic would be better than this. Because this thing just like crash, just about every damn day. Sometimes a couple, maybe even several times a day. Crash. It's a crash game. I'm done. I'm tired of it. There's nothing I can do about it. I got it now. It's fine. I'm not complaining that I have it. I'm complaining that it crashes. It's a good program when it works, but it just doesn't work as well as it was anticipated. So,
Yeah, like I said, when I was looking for laptops, I had a real nice refurbished one picked out. I can't remember what it was now, but I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like, "Oh, let me look and see what's out there." And she found this one, and it was cheaper, and I didn't really pay attention to the details that close on it, and I ordered it, and now I sort of halfway regret it, but it's better than what I had before, which was nothing.
Well, yeah, I guess. All right, later, Brandon.
Later, Brandon. Thanks for coming in, bud.
For your heart. Well, I hope you're okay, buddy. To be fair, it's not just the Windows 10. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry, Brandon. It's not just a Windows 10 program that I have. This computer is geriatric. It's over a decade old. So 12, like 2007, I think. Some. I don't know. I thought it was 2007. Because there's some markings in there. There's some dates in there that are 2007, and there's some that are 2009, and some that are 2010, some 2011, this and that. And I'm like, well, when did the computer actually get produced? When was it made? And somewhere, certain components of it were made in 2007, and certain ones were made in 2010, or anywhere in between there. So,
well, I looked it up when I was looking for my laptop. The last PC or computer that I owned was a desk computer, and I had it built in 2004. Okay. And I used it for like 5 years until it took a crap, and I had not owned a computer other than a phone or a tablet till now.
Oh, okay.
So, I always had one. If I wanted to look stuff up, I always had one at work and stuff I could use and print stuff off and do all that kind of stuff on my work computer, and never really had a need for one.
A lot of people are like that. They don't have a computer of their own at their house. They only have a computer at work or at their girlfriend's or their parents or some relative or whatever. And they don't even, a lot of people don't even realize, oh yeah, like this is a successful YouTuber that doesn't even have their own computer.
Yeah.
or decently successful. You know.
Well, I did buy my ex girlfriend a laptop, but I never got on the thing because she wouldn't let me.
Oh yeah. Why are you looking at Toyota Corollas, Robert? Why are you looking at Toyota Corollas? You looking for a go kart?
Especially up in Michigan. Will that thing even go through the snow?
Toyota Corollas, they can last a while, but you have to treat them. You have to get the undercoating. You have to treat them right. Around here, those shit, Connecticut, the Toyota Corolla won't rust out as fast as like a like a Hyundai or anything, but it will. You get like 10 10 good years out of it, like 5 good years out of it, and maybe 10 if you treat it right, the undercoat it and stuff, like treat the underside of it. But no, after about 10 years, you got to do some body work to it if you're going to keep up on top of it. Other than that, no, your Hondas and things, your Toyotas, yeah, they're a little bit better than the Hyundais and some other like small cars and stuff, but no, generally you need to keep up on that body work or it's going to rust right out on you. How do the bodies hold up on cars in Ohio?
We're right in the rust belt, so yeah, they don't hold up very well at all.
Yeah, Connecticut's definitely part of the rust belt. We up in Maine, my cousin, my cousins you told me, and my uncle, they lived up in Maine for decades, and they moved down here for a while, but they moved back up about 10 years ago. But they told me up in Maine when they were growing up, you'd see cars lined up on the side of people's houses sometimes, Japanese cars, and they'd be like, "There's a 1984, here's a 1985, here's a 1987, here's a 1990," and like they're all the same make and model, and people would just and like they look like they're in good shape until you look at the like the backside and the underside and stuff, and you see around the wheel wells and stuff, and they're only a couple of years. Like the newest one is only a couple of years old, but it's still all rusted out. You only get like two good years out of them up there, and then you're off to the dealership and you buy yourself another car. You don't want to buy a used car up there, especially a front wheel, one of them little front wheel drive Japanese cars, because it's junk. Then the junkyards don't even want them half the time because they're so badly rusted. They're like, that's a rust bucket. We'll give you $50 for it. But I've got like 3 of them. We'll give you $50 for them.
Yeah.
So up there, they got tons of like decent engines and transmissions that are in these rusty cases. You got some decent interior parts if the roof ain't rusted out, But no, otherwise, no, forget it. It's just junk. Hey, Fotia, hip hip. How you doing?
Hey, Fotia. Came in just at the last minute here because I'm thinking about shutting it down. It's after 9 o'clock here. As Captain stated earlier, I usually get up about 4:30 in the morning, so.
And you still got to have a wind down period.
I got a wind down period. I got to get my lunch ready for tomorrow.
Yep, I know.
All that kind of stuff. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you, Captain, for sitting on the panel with me and keeping me company, entertaining while I holding it down while I rebooted and stuff.
Experiencing
So,
technical difficulties. Please stand by.
yeah. So, thank everybody for stopping in tonight, and we'll catch y'all on the next one, which should be tomorrow night. Who's on tomorrow night? That should be. I don't know who's on tomorrow night.
Matt?
Somebody will be on tomorrow. No, Matt's on Tuesdays. Nate's on Wednesday. Tractor's on Thursday. Horse is now on Friday. Brendan's on. Stacy's on Mondays now. He said he'd take the month. He gave. He gave Horse's Shop his Friday slot, and he's going to take Mondays.
Okay.
As long as he's got signal and stuff.
Okay.
So
great.
We will catch you all on the flip side, and you all have a great evening. Thanks a lot.
Cool.
Talk to you later.